The kelp forest ecosystem is a complex and productive marine environment dominated by large brown algae known as kelp. These underwater forests provide habitat and food for a wide variety of marine organisms. Kelp forests are typically found in cold, nutrient-rich waters along rocky coastline in temperate and polar regions. Kelp is the primary producer, meaning it forms the base of the food chain by converting sunlight into energy through photosynthesis process. This makes kelp forests highly productive ecosystems by supporting a diverse array of marine life including fish, invertebrates, sea otters, seals, and seabirds. The structure of kelp forests provides shelter, protection, and feeding grounds for many species. They also contribute to local biodiversity by creating microhabitats for various organisms. Additionally, kelp forests play a role in nutrient cycling and carbon sequestration, making them important for the overall health of the ocean. So what is the part of the kelp? The parts of the kelp are the blade, bladder, stipe, and holdfast. Function of the blade is for photosynthesis, which is similar to the land plants. The production of the food is done there with a combination of sunlight energy and nutrients from the water. The gas bladder is used to be able to do maximum photosynthesis on top of the surface. The stipe is for supporting the blades. Last but not least is the holdfast. Plants have roots which keep them grounded and allow for the absorption of the nutrients, but kelp is different. Kelp grows in the rocky area, so the holdfast is used as an anchor for the kelp on these surfaces.
So, I will talk about the functions and services in kelp forest ecosystems. A kelp forest ecosystem is a diverse and dynamic marine environment dominated by large brown algae known as kelp. These underwater forests provide a habitat for a wide variety of organisms and play crucial roles in maintaining the health of coastal ecosystems. The importance of kelp forest ecosystems extends far beyond their captivating underwater beauty. Kelp forests are vital to the planet and to people. They are a type of brown seaweed that grows in cold nutrient-rich waters and creates forest-like habitat fostering huge and diverse amount of life, including sea snails, brittle stars, lobsters, various species of fish, sea otters, and more. Kelp forests serve as essential nursery grounds for many commercially important fish species. The complex structure of the kelp provides shelter and protection for juvenile fish and invertebrates, aiding in their growth and survival. Kelp is a primary producer that undergoes rapid photosynthesis, converting carbon dioxide into organic matter. This process contributes significantly to the primary productivity of coastal ecosystems. Moreover, kelp forests play a role in carbon sequestration, helping mitigate climate change by capturing and storing carbon in their biomass. Other than that, kelp helps maintain water quality by absorbing excess nutrients from the water column. This nutrient uptake can prevent the proliferation of harmful algal blooms and contribute to overall ecosystem health. For your information, kelp forests are home to a rich diversity of marine life, including fish, invertebrates, and other algae. The complex structure of the kelp provides numerous niches and hiding places for different species. The tall, flexible fronds of kelp help dissipate wave energy, reducing the impact of waves on the shoreline. This is important for protecting coastal areas from erosion and maintaining the stability of the underwater environment. Kelp forests also are major attraction for ecotourism and recreational activities such as diving, snorkeling, kayaking. Their aesthetic appeal and the opportunity to observe diverse marine life draw tourists, fostering local economies and generating revenue for conservation efforts. That's all from me.
And next is the threat for the kelp forest. Now, let's watch this video together.
Variety of sources, industrial wastes, inorganic fertilizers, and other pollutants carried from freshwater runoff can affect the growth and reproduction of kelps. In addition, overfishing and the removal of predators also greatly affect these forests. This has had a massive negative impact on the kelp forests off the coast of California. The California sea otter that calls this region home is known as a keystone species, as it is a vital link in the food chain. Unfortunately, the population of California sea otters has seen a massive decline due to habitat loss and commercial hunting. In fact, there are currently only 3,000 individuals left in the wild. To put this in perspective, the population of sea otters in the North Pacific Ocean was around 300,000 individuals in the 1700s.
Notice from along the coastlines of California, but below these picturesque waters, an ecological emergency is unfolding.
We're going to show you underwater.
To see this hidden crisis, you have to go deep. With the small scuba armies of volunteers all the way to the sea floor, where purple sea urchins are invading and destroying what were once vast kelp forests.
So these act almost like lawnmowers.
Exactly like lawnmowers. They'll actually form feeding lines to kind of sweep across an area.
The sea urchins, just one piece of a catastrophic trifecta devastating the ecology of California's sea life. Warming waters from climate change and a disease wiping out starfish, the sea urchin's natural predators, have led to a purple urchin takeover.
A few years ago, these kelp forests stretched all up and down the Northern California coast, but they have been decimated. They are known as the redwoods of the ocean, and this is one of the last patches left.
Which is why volunteers like Joshua Russo are spending their weekends trying to remove as many purple urchins as they can bag.
So this is one of the last stands.
Yeah, we've lost over 90% of our kelp beds in Northern California.
Experts say the kelp forests are the foundation for countless food chains, from plankton to abalone, fish, crabs, sea otters, all now replaced by a barren seabed of urchins. Veteran divers say what they are seeing destroyed underwater is on par with any natural disaster we see on land.
What's changed out here?
We have a crisis in the making. The ocean is dying because we've got 1 billion sea urchins and they're eating everything.
But on shore, solutions are limited, with regulations restricting how many urchins can be harvested and only by hand.
If that's all the law will allow us to do, then we'll do the best we can, but it's futile.
So for now, volunteers are plucking them out one by one.
Here are the suggestions for reducing the threats that the kelp forest faces. The first one is implementing sustainable fishing practice, where establishing and enforcing regulation to prevent the overfishing and protect kelp forest ecosystems. Second is managing pollution, where implementing measures to reduce the pollution from land-based sources and prevent contamination of kelp forests. Next, promoting public awareness and education. Educating the public about the importance of the kelp forest and the threats they face, and encouraging sustainable practice to practice these valuable ecosystems. And lastly is reducing carbon emissions, like taking steps to reduce carbon dioxide emissions to mitigate ocean acidification and its impact on kelp forests.